Guys, in this episode, we're working back on the old 79 build. And in this episode, we're throwing on bed panels, but not just any bed panels, some lifting bed panels for our utility bed. Stay tuned. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. It's another episode here on Ballin Builds. And in this episode, we are gonna be building a bed for our 1979 F350. As you can see, we got lots of packages. We're gonna be building it from scrap pieces. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump right in. Let's get to unboxing. About $170 for this tailgate, and it's workable. It's just as good as the OEM Ford ones that you can buy used. Little dings and dents around it, but for what we're doing, it'll be a lot of custom work anyways. Ta-da! Whee! Scratched. Ta-da! Wow. Looks pretty straight from this side.
Looks pretty good.
So as you can see, we got the two bed sides unboxed as well as the tailgate. It's chilling down there for now so we don't step on it. Now, as you can see, these are long bed and we need a short bed.
Exactly. We went ahead and got the long bed because short bed would have worked, but it would have been just a little bit more of a gap than we wanted there. So we're like, hey, let's get a long bed and shorten it so it's exactly so we can play with those, fudge those couple inches or whatever, so we could get it nice and close to the body to where it looks factory.
So what we need to go ahead and do now is we're gonna kind of lift it up, take some measurements, see how much we need to cut off, and then we'll come in probably a few inches, maybe like a foot, and we'll cut out just a section right here because as you can see, it's just nice and flat right there. That way you can keep some of these factory edges, which will look really clean. And basically we're creating ourselves a short bed. Shouldn't be too bad, but we'll figure it out as we go. So we lay down painter's tape to help get us a little bit straighter of an edge. Then what we're gonna go ahead and do is measure off how much we need to cut off and measure off that painter's tape line, create a line that's parallel with that. Even if this line's crooked, this line needs to be crooked to match, if that makes sense. That'll give us a nice working space somewhere around right here where we can later body work it all together and clean it up nicely. Okay, so we looked at it. Looks like we're pretty close to where we need to be. We need to come in about another ½ inch. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take this panel right here. We'll kind of set it up on it kind of, and we'll mark it all the way across, trying to mimic the line that this is, like mimic this edge. That way, even if it's crooked, it'll still be crooked and it'll be parallel. If that makes sense, it'll weld up nicely. Then what we need to do, we need to minus a ½ inch, just because when we held it up just barely, it looked like it needed just like a little bit less, maybe a ½ inch less. So basically, this will kind of end up right here. We'll cut a line across right here. These will butt up and they'll weld together. Okay, so we got this side cut. Now we're just gonna roughly hold it up and see how bad we messed up.
Failure.
Not too bad. So we might fire up the welder real quick. Maybe we'll trim off a little more if we need to clean up these edges.
For sure.
That way we have a nice solid grounding spot, and then tack weld this thing up. And we'll hold it back up and check it one more time before we do the other side.
Exactly.
Okay, so we got it kind of tacked up. This top side is looking beautiful. We kind of mocked it up and put a level on it, and all the lines look straight, they look even. Down here though, we're a little bit off. As you can see, it kind of, well, you can't really see, but it curves down on this side. This corner is about a 1/2 inch low. So we would need to cut this weld here, kind of pry that side up and re-tack it. We might need to do a little bit of filler right there. We'll kind of see as we go. But basically this side needs to kind of tweak up a little bit, but then we should be perfect.
Just that bottom corner, basically.
Yep, just this little corner right here.
Because as you guys can see up here on the top, it looks pretty straight, looks pretty good.
So we got this all tacked up. It's looking pretty good for now. Right here, as you notice on that longer panel, or as we noticed on that longer panel, right here it becomes more of an aggressive dip, and up here it's a little bit shallower. So we have a little bit of an edge right here. We'll need to get some small rod, weld it behind, and that'll body work in to help give us a nice curve.
Either that, or we'll just slightly cut in, and we'll bend those down. But once again, a valley is easier to body work than a high spot.
Exactly. It'll be pretty good. As far as Bondo, this might be the only spot. We're hoping up here, it's lined up almost perfect. We should be able to just fully weld this, grind it down, and then we should be set
just
as far as up there.
Yeah, just a light layer of Bondo, we're hoping.
Exactly, just a little skim coat. But it looks really good. Like, looking at it from these angles, it looks factory. It looks really, really good. We're impressed. It looks pretty good. But now, we're gonna go ahead and jump onto this one, do the exact same thing for the other side. We'll use the same measurements to make sure both sides are the same. I would be curious to measure it. It probably is just the length of a short bed, but it's okay. We'll cut this one, make it for that side, and then we'll continue from there.
Exactly.
Okay, so this side looking pretty good. We got it all ground up, ready to tack weld. Both sides line up pretty good, so it'll be just some tacking and some welding, and Braden burning himself.
Minor cussing.
It's gonna look sweet. All right, guys, so we got this tack welded up. It's looking really good. It matches the other side almost perfectly, judging by the measurements that we took, and visually it looks pretty good.
Judging by eye holes.
Exactly.
Looks pretty close.
So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna start building the base kind of this thing, the bottom frame. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we're gonna run a piece of 1x2 across from this mount to that mount, and then we'll drill some holes, bolt it down. We'll leave a little bit overhanged that allows us to run straight across to this mount right here, and we'll do the same thing. We'll jog it down, hit a plate across like this, drill holes, tap it. That way the whole bed should be removable.
Should be nice.
But spend about $70 a day getting all of these bolts, nuts, and washers, and also this big drill bit. So we're gonna get to cutting some braces across, some little ones for down there, and start framing it up. All right, so we got our 4 body mounts bolted up. They're tightened up right now. As you can see, we have these 2 in the rear that are now connected with this 1 bar, and those 2 that are kind of just floating by themselves in the front. Now we need to go ahead and we need to come up a few inches right here with some 2x2 square tubing that Braden just grabbed.
Yeah.
And we'll come up a few inches. Then we need to slope just a hair, and then we'll probably come up maybe with some square as well up here, and then run a bar across. Same on the other side. And should be pretty good.
It's gonna look steezy, baby. right, guys, so we got this rough shape starting to work here. We're gonna put a 53.5-inch bar in between here, about the same height down as this from this, because that'll actually be the bed height. And then once we get that in, we'll obviously drop some other things down and run some 1x1 across so we can put our bed in when it comes time. We're also gonna cut a piece right here and we'll kick it back at an angle. But anyways, the first thing first is we're gonna put that in, match that height, and then we'll get some measurements, and then we're gonna hold this up and see how it looks, how far off we need to come with it and stuff like that to create the hinges and stuff.
All right, so we got that brace thrown across the back right there at the same height as this brace right here. We also went ahead and threw in these angle pieces here. They're just tacked in as well because we don't want to weld anything fully yet, just in case we mess something up.
It's a possibility.
So now we're gonna go ahead and take these side panels and we're gonna try to hold them up kind of in place, do some temporary brackets to them to help tack them in place so we can visually see if everything looks right and start building the boxes in. Okay, so we got our front brace installed and it's centered up. So both sides are looking a lot better on the front. Now we need to work on this rear a little bit. We threw the bar across the top. We'll probably throw another one across the bottom and start bracing it down just temporarily, getting everything squared up. And then we'll work on those front bottom corners, getting them tucked in where they need to go. And then we should be getting pretty close.
It's the game plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it pretty much squared up. It's looking really good. All the measurements are showing what they're supposed to. The body line is money all the way across. Our gap right here is money as well. The only thing we need to adjust is these bottom sides right here. This side needs adjusted and that side as well. That side needs to go out. This side just needs braced up and welded. So we're gonna mess with those a little bit, get those front pieces to tuck in a little bit, get them braced up. Then we should be good to shoot some braces down the sides to brace up these panels. So eventually when we cut them back off, they'll stay nice and strong. All right, so we got these front gaps looking really good on both sides. Now we're gonna jump to the inside of these bed panels, start throwing some braces down. We'll throw one brace about right here, go straight down from top to bottom.
One brace about here.
Exactly, one about where Braden's at. And then we'll run 2 bars across in between both of them. That'll help prevent any flexing, especially when we cut them off and make them where they swing up. We don't want them to flex at all. We want them to be solid and to stay straight because we like straight.
That's right.
So we'll go ahead and get to cutting and we'll brace these things up. right, so we threw on these 2 vertical braces right here. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw 2 horizontal braces across to help prevent any twisting. Tack those up on both sides, and then we'll be good to start making some hinges.
Braces for the truck.
Yep. All right, so we finally got these horizontal braces thrown on. This welder's not wanting to work with us today, so we got those done. Now we're gonna jump on to making some hinges, and we've got this piece in Lego.
Basically, what's gonna happen is we're gonna build this. So this will be attached to here, and this will be sitting on here. The idea is when it's resting, it'll be sitting, look straight. When you go to lift it up, it'll be able to rotate up with the bottom of this hopefully being high enough to where it'll expose our boxes and stuff we'll put in the future.
Exactly. Now we just got to make it way bigger. We got our design. We figured that the hinge mechanism needs to be about half the length of the total bedside, or a little bit longer. The longer it is, the higher up it'll swing. So we'll figure out a length, make 2. We'll first start by making 1, make sure it moves how we want before we attach it, and then we'll go through and make the other 3. So
hopefully, if the parts store don't close before.
Exactly. Fingers crossed we can build it quick enough. So we'll jump right in, measure how long we need for about halfway, and then start making these custom hinges. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we made ourselves a hinge. Basically, it's gonna go somewhere there, but we need to make 3 more of these bad boys. Essentially, this will be the bottom of the bedside, and it'll be offset a little bit like this. Then, once we open it up, it'll swing all the way up like that, and it should only lose about 4 inches of storage space up here. But the rear will be all the way up here, and the top will be up here, so it should be pretty sweet. The hinges are nice and snug. We'll probably go ahead and tack weld on these washers. Maybe. It is pretty snug as is. So we'll make 3 more of these bad boys and figure out how to start mounting. All right, guys, so we got this front hinge mounted. Now we're getting ready to mount that rear hinge that Braden got made. So the main thing is we want both of these pivot points to be the exact same height from front to back. If not, one's higher than the other, it'll bind really bad and it won't swing up. So we measured off from here down, it's about 3 inches. So we'll make sure that the other one hangs down from the top of this 3 inches, and it should pivot perfectly.
Exactly, that's the hope. So we're gonna tack this side on, then we'll cut it loose and see if it'll fling.
And swing it up.
Swing, swing.
It's a bit of a curl. Pretty heavy. But it does move. That's pretty
nice.
sick. Oh wow, goes down easy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the side box swinging up and down, and it's pretty freaking sweet. Now we need to go ahead, jump onto the other side, do the same thing, build the hinges for it, get it swinging as well. Eventually it'll all need braced up. Everything's kind of just tacked in place for now, which is good because it gives us some adjustment, but it's pretty dope. We're pretty excited. So we got both these hinges made right here. We also cut our pieces that help to adapt it and help us mount these hinges. So now we'll go ahead and get to mounting.
If you guys could smell through the camera, smell like exhaust. Bam, bam. Backs up into the house. Yeah, baby.
We've made both sides go up, as you can see. It's also pretty nice squat rack. Get your
oh yeah,
pumping.
It's working your form. Very nice, guys. This truck has everything. Voila, baby.
Freaking dope.
Pretty sick. I think we should just drive it up like that.
Maybe we'll make them where they don't go down. All right, guys, as you can see, both sides are going up and down just as they should. It's looking pretty sweet. In the next episode, we'll work on building the inside boxes, as well as maybe pulling some of these wires and stuff, getting it a little bit closer, maybe mounting the tailgate as well. But that's all looking really cool. So make sure you guys like and subscribe so you don't miss another episode on this build. But with that being said, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Any last words?
Low blood sugar. Need candy bar.